and resources for you to take control of your money once and for all. And here's a couple who did just that. They were like, you know what? These payments, don't need them in our lives anymore. This is Jamie and Lindsay from the Atlanta, Georgia area. They paid off 6 figures in under 2 years. They got gazelle intense, and you're about to hear their story coming up on the show.
In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions on the debt-free stage, Jamie and Lindsay are with us. Hey, guys, how are you?
Good.
Doing great.
Welcome. Good to have you. Where do you guys live?
Griffin, Georgia.
Griffin, Georgia. Welcome to Nashville.
Thank you.
And how much debt have you paid off?
$168,000.
All right. And how long did this take?
23 months.
Good for you.
Ooh.
And your range of income during this time?
165 to about 220.
Whoa, what do y'all do for a living?
Lindsay.
I'm the director of radiology for a family practice.
Cool.
I'm director of business development for a supply company.
Okay. Way to go, guys. Well done. So what kind of debt was the $168,000?
Our mortgage.
Yeah.
You paid off your house?
Oh,
I'm looking at weird people. I love it. Congratulations, you guys. Well done.
Thank you.
How old are you two?
I'm 34 and Lindsay's 42.
And you have a paid-for house.
31. I'm 31.
And you are officially needing another house.
yeah.
The dog house, yeah.
Jamie, don't poke the bear. Okay, don't mess with her.
Oh, well, what got all this started 23 months ago?
So we bought a new house, and I joked with Lindsay last night when we were talking about this, that we've probably paid off $500,000 over the last 7 years from 3 different houses.
Mm-hmm.
So we did this plan with our first house in 2013, 14, then sold it, moved to the next house, and rolled the equity and did it again. Went crazy, gazelle intense for about a year and a half, and then we had our daughter. And so we put the brakes on, waited for another year, and Lindsay realized that she needed to be closer to my parents, who watch our daughter pretty much every day. And so she found a house across the street from them, and we jumped into that house.
Here we go again.
Yes.
So that was when we turned it really turned it back on.
And every time, then you go after it and knock it out.
That's right.
So are you gonna do it again, or are you about done with this?
So we
We're
won't
done.
get a mortgage. No mortgage from here on out. So we're saving, not for a new house or anything, but just for whatever comes, land or a boat. I think is probably
Yes.
that's the dream.
A
That's the
boat.
why. I got
There we go. That's good. That's good stuff. Well, congratulations, you guys.
Thank
So
you.
what got you on this path?
Jamie's always been on this path. He got me on the path of just following all of your books and your plans. And so really for us, we just want, financial independence and to be able to have a good life for our kids. We have a 3-year-old daughter and another daughter due next month. So that's the biggest thing for us, is just having financial independence.
Wonderful.
That's a big deal. Who were you all's biggest cheerleaders throughout all this?
Each other.
Was it really?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our life group, we just did FPU or Ramsey Plus back in October for the 6th time, and our life group went through it. So we had 3 couples, and that really, honestly, about $115,000 of the mortgage was knocked out in the last 6 or 7 months.
Wow, you just got leaned in on it.
Yeah.
And our
Wow.
parents have been big supporters as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you move across the street from them, they'll support this.
That's right.
Yes.
They'll
Yeah,
support
they-
this idea. Yeah.
And they paid their house off too. So
All right.
they beat us by a couple months.
Oh,
Did
wow.
they really? So
Yeah.
you guys did this as a family.
We did.
You really did.
Go, Mom and Dad. I love
Yes.
it. Put the hurt on them. That's awesome, you guys.
So
Congratulations.
who's the saver and who's the spender between the two of you?
So I am the saver.
You're the saver.
I read. Yeah, it's funny. I took a post Air Force trip back in 2010 with a friend of mine, Benjamin LaFoon, and he told me about the Dave Ramsey plan. And I'd been saving my whole life. I was the 9-year-old that my dad would steal money out of my piggy bank to buy stuff at the vending machine at work, and I'll pay you back. here's pennies. So I know the difference between a penny and a quarter. And so that was always kind of a joke. So when I read your book, I read it in 24 hours. And I thought, oh no, I was born 20 years later.
He gets me.
That was my book to write. So anyways, when we met, we just...
I'm the spender, but
Yeah.
when we met, I thought I was doing really well. I was a senior in college, and I didn't have any student loan debt. I had $400 in the bank. I was doing great. And I met Jamie, and he had a IRA and a Roth. I'm like, who is this
What is
guy?
that?
What is
What
this?
is that?
I thought I was doing good.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm the spender, and
she's the super nerd, though.
yes. Yep.
Okay.
I'm the ultra free spirit. That didn't play well when we went through FPU together, probably 5 years ago, and we did our first budget the month before starting FPU, and hearing hey, free spirit, stay quiet, nerd, stay kind of those things. So I'm the saver, free spirit for sure.
Yeah.
And so when Lindsay did the budget, she went in spreadsheet crazy, and
I loved it. I had a line item for everything.
I love it.
Everything. So I saw it, and after I, stopped gagging looking at the spreadsheet, she spent hours that day on it, and I said, this is crazy. We don't need this. We need income, outgo, and what's left over, and then we'll work together to figure out what's left over and what we do. And
He
it was
popped my balloon.
Oh, the biggest. It was so offensive, and I ruined it. And it was a special moment, and we had wine on the table, and she snatched the computer back and somehow magically typed in a bunch of characters and gave me back a pie chart. And it had 3 sections: income, outgo, and what's left over. And I was like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? You're a genius. And so this is what I wanted. This is all I need. So right then we went, started FPU the next month, and went through that first episode, and we're like, oh,
Turns out she was right.
that's right, I messed up.
She was right all along.
That's right.
I love
Fantastic.
it. I love it. Good for you guys. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
How's it feel? Have a paid-for house at your age?
Feels awesome.
Yeah, I don't think it's sunk in yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened back in beginning of April.
Yeah, in the middle of COVID, huh?
That's
Yeah.
right. So we thought we would pay it off and drive straight up here and do this big debt-free scream. And I'd met, some of your team members and Kent, and we're doing Ramsey Plus at our church.
Yeah.
So we're doing the church-wide.
Okay,
and
cool.
so the name of our church is Momentum Christian Church.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So once I went through FPU the first time, I said, I want to lead this. So let's get this going. And more people need to hear about this in our church.
Love it.
And so led 5 or 6 more classes, and then attended the last one. And we're leading the leaders now. So we're doing that on Zoom, which I can't stand, but
Yeah.
it's great to to get that going. But when I first looked it up 6 years ago, it was called Momentum.
Yep.
So I ran into the pastor and said, hey, we need this. Look,
It matches our name.
That's
yeah.
right. God's telling us to do it. So then it was, change names. But yeah, we'll do that in the fall. So
Good,
late
good.
August, early September kind of
Good.
time frame.
Well, way to go, you guys. Very, very, very well done. All right. So is your daughter's name is what?
Livy.
Livy. Livy going to help us with our debt-free scream?
She is.
All right. It's a
Come
little bit
here.
crazy, Livy. You ready to be crazy?
Are you ready?
All right, here we go.
you count us down?
$168,000 paid off in 23 months, making $165 to $220. They're weird. Their house is paid for and everything. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. We're debt free.
Well done, you guys.
That is fantastic.
Well done. That's a power couple right
it
there.
is. It really is, Dave. And you know what's
They got
really
dialed in on every detail.
every detail, and not only that, but then with the mom and dad to get on board and pay off their home. I mean, that's generational change.
Yeah.
It really is.
The whole family gets involved.
Absolutely.
It's a complete change of direction on everything. So well done. So very well done. And at that age, when you can pay off everything by your time you're 30 or so, how wealthy they're going to be.
Oh,
Not to me. I mean, if they had half this income.
That's right. Absolutely. In their early 30s. And, for you all out there listening, you go, man, oh man, I want that to be me one day. I'm going to tell you, you can do it. You just got to get started and get serious, and you got to avoid stupid. It's out there lurking. You got to make better decisions for yourself.
Yeah. Stupid is lurking.
It is out there. And it looks nice, Dave.
Behind every bush,
Oh,
behind every aisle in the store.
it's there.
It's right around the corner. Stupid's there.
Stupid.
This is the Dave Ramsey Show.